Oh, yeah, nah, this is Rouseys Wrexham Roundup. She'll be right, mate. G'day and welcome to the Wrexham Roundup. I'm your host, Rousey. That over there is Cryptic, aka Simon, but we're going to call him Cryptic because, hey, I just surprised him with a new logo.
Oh, how good does that look? How good does which side's my head on that one? There's my head. Look, I got hair. Yeah.
So I had to give a bit of a shout out to my previous host Adrian for doing this
Thank
logo
you.
up. So big massive shout out to him for that. Massive thank you. Yeah, I'm stoked with it. So stay tuned
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
there will be a merch drop with the new logo when I'm able to get everything fixed, which is still taking time. We'll get there. We will get there. But anyway, we've got some games to talk about. We are the Wrexham podcast based here in Australia. I'm your host, Rousey from Perth, Western Australia, and Simon is from Tassie. Show us your map of Tassie, mate.
That was your map, mate. Yep. And where the scar, show us the scar where you cut the other head. That was it. I've got the scar, I can too. So.
So, guys, this week we're going to be talking. Obviously, we're going to be reviewing this morning's, or it was this morning for us, the game against Preston North End, and the game on the weekend against Sheffield Wednesday, not United, the other Sheffield, Sheffield Wednesday, and have a look forward as well as some breaking news that is happening around the club. So, if you only get your content from us, we love you. Um,
I pity you, poor fool.
Yeah. Yeah, we're everyone's info into the Wrexham community. So we will just yeah. I feel sorry for you. Anyway,
Yeah, we're going to ramble a bit because when Rousey says morning, for you it was ugly mother morning, wasn't it? What time was it for you? You got
two
up two
o'clock in the
o'clock too?
morning I woke
Oh,
up.
yeah. I had the alarm set for 4, but got up at 3:30 and then thought, oh, well, okay, I'm up now. I might as well wait for the team to come out and bang, then, the team drops. And yep, Parky pulled the 11 changes again. And good on him. He loves to swap them up for the cup match, doesn't he? And
Oh, that's
yes, it's
right.
been a long day, but what an exciting day. So it's been a happy day.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And
Spoiler alert.
just quickly, so look, we're going to get on. We're going to talk about Preston North End now, but just quickly, I had a viewer reach out with a very valid question, and I figured we might take some time to answer that. So,
Ooh.
Leanne, or just call me Leah if you're on X. I know you're probably watching. You asked us just a question. Are we able to see every pre-match interview with Phil somewhere here in Australia? Also, interviews with players. Does Connor Cody have a podcast or something? Thanks in advance. So, thank you for reaching out to answer that question to all the Australian and international viewers. I believe if the match is televised, Sky Sport, like if it's on Sky Sport, they normally have post and pre interviews. So it's good to watch out as well as there's like some football shows around there on some of those that actually lead into those games that they will actually interview people. But the club does actually have every single game or every home game, they have
Yep.
match day live. Now
Yeah, they
that
do
is
actually.
hosted by Andy Morel and Mia Roberts, who's been on our show, and
And Chris Melliband.
Chris Melliband. There you go. So if you head over to the club's YouTube channel, you will get to see Match Day Live, and they do interview Phil and that before the game, and they also do
Yeah.
interviews after the game as well. So it's definitely worth a watch. Once you've watched your game, you can head over to YouTube and go to the Wrexham channel and watch the live on there. It's under the live tab. You will see it. So.
And Wrexham also put out the Parky interviews as well too. I think the
Mm.
post match, on Sky or whatever, they'll put them out as well too. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can find a lot of them. And Cody just speaks so well. I haven't seen his podcast, but I've heard he has one, and he just speaks so well. He looks like a leader, sounds like a leader.
He does. I really, really like the way
Yeah.
Connor Cody speaks, but um, we might be getting some new people in, but we'll get onto that in the final thing. But so we came up. We'll look at this game now against Preston North End. Now, what a game!
Oh,
What a
what a
game!
game! What a game! A game
Wow,
of a half that was a half of two halves, and a
had
game of the second
everything.
half that was a great second half. So yeah.
The game had everything, and even Harry
Mm.
Ashfield
Oh,
lighting it up. And boy,
yeah,
did he light it up!
yeah, one
He
of our
looks
own.
really good.
He was my favourite at the midfield three before Dobbo came on, I must say.
And Lewis
Um,
O'Brien.
and O'Brien before they came on for sure, obviously. But he out of Evans and Lee, even though watching the highlights again on the Wrexham AFC channel, Lee was involved in quite a couple, two or three of the goals.
He's a good
So
player.
he's a good
I'm
player.
surprised. I'll be surprised
Well,
if we get rid of him. I have a feeling we're
depends.
not actually going to get rid of him because he's been in both those games, whereas Ollie Palmer wasn't in the last
Yep,
in the
yeah.
one this morning. So, but
But
Lee's
it
been
was
in both of
shocking.
them and done a really good job. So maybe
But there were
he's
players playing this morning who won't be at the club, I would have thought, next week.
mm,
Maybe not. You know, yes, surely we're not keeping both Scar and O'Connell. I don't see that,
I
but
didn't
maybe we
feel
are.
as
Maybe that
comfortable
11 is
with them
safe.
in the back line, eh? I wanted Connor Cody back there. I wanted Lewis Brunt, and I wanted obviously a new guy. Now, oh, speaking of new guy, we got rid of a Boyle and got a Doyle.
And not just a Doyle. Now we got Cody and Doyle, the
Oh,
professionals. I used to
Cody.
love that show. I really did. That was a great show. Um, he looked a level above, didn't he,
Oh,
when he started
didn't he
early
ever?
on, oh, and always looking forward, looking for an attacking pass, looking for a surprise pass, and just some of the yeah, I can just imagine
He was a
once he's got
level
yeah,
above, and it clearly showed. Now I remember him because obviously, those that know me or those that have followed the show know that I was born in Coventry and that I obviously used to support him. Now I watched Coventry back when Wrexham was in the National League and Coventry was pushing for playoffs and got all the way through to the playoff final, and they had Connor Cody back then, left side defense, and he was just so good, so
yeah,
good. And even then in that team, and you're talking about a team with the likes of Gustavo Hamer, um, Callum O'Hare, like all these big name people in this Coventry team, and he's stood out. And his defense is just key in his movement of the ball, his passing. Like
yeah.
when he splits the channel on the pass, especially with the one he did this morning. Um, it's just it's amazing to see.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised by him, and I dare say probably my favorite signing so far.
Oh, and how old's Doyle?
He's
He's a
21.
youngster. 21, barely 22, getting on to 22. So we've got him for the prime of his years. You got to be excited about that. Him and Kakache down that left-hand side are going to be fun to watch.
Oh, oh, I can't wait to see
Mm.
this team actually really get firing.
Yeah, yeah, and to have the confidence that they had in
Mm.
the second half today, and I think that shows a bit of intent of where we could be. And when the players are back, because we're missing quite a few players, especially out of that second 11 that played this morning. But when we get a full fit squad again, and you got his first 11 out there, you can just see that we're going to be an attacking team.
I think so. And Parky alluded to it in his post-match interview as well, is that, we can actually score goals. We've shown that we can
Yeah.
go all the way to the end and we can continue to score. We
Do we
just got to
mention
get
that
the
now? What
defense.
else you mentioned in the post match?
Oh, about Harry Ashfield, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's going
He's not
nowhere,
going
boys.
anywhere.
I'm glad. I'm so glad. I'm of the view that he could learn a lot more training with a
Mm.
championship side than he will playing with a Division Two
This is
side.
a really feel-good story, Harry
Yeah,
Ashfield.
yeah,
Like, came up through the academy. He's been a Wrexham boy through and through. And now he's worked his way up and like Max, got himself into the senior team
Yeah.
and boy, he's looking good. Like I remember I was actually thinking, how good is our academy? Is our academy going to be getting people up to championship and or Premier League standard? Um, and so far, it seems to be working pretty well.
There's a couple of good case studies there to look at, but it's all a numbers game, isn't it? One out of 100, one out of 200. You just got to push them through, and that's you're not going to know that for another 4, 5, 10 years. But you've got
Mm,
to start the investment somewhere and start the program somewhere. So good on them for getting in there and putting money into it and trying to re-establish it because this is what happens when you do train the kids properly.
yeah, yeah, he looks really, really good, and obviously got off the mark with a absolute pearler of a goal, absolute
Ripper of
peach.
a goal. And he
Oh,
loves to score, dude, doesn't he? Into the crowd. He gives it
yeah,
both.
he
He's,
knew, he knew.
yeah, yeah, so
I
pleased
think
for him.
it's actually really funny if you look at the way Harry Ashfield scored. So now that came off a Doyle block. So Doyle
To
obviously ended it
Lee,
away.
Doyle to
Back
Lee to
to
Ashfield.
yeah, back to Lee. Lee obviously passed it off to Harry Ashfield, and now Lee was actually motioning him for him to pass it back.
Give it back. Give
But
me
I'm
my
guessing,
ball back.
yeah, I'm guessing he got this as soon as Harry Ashfield saw the avenue open. He's like, "No, I've got
Yeah.
this," and just slotted it away, and it was
I
perfect
think he had
goal.
the better shot than Lee would have had too, so I had no problem
Mm.
with him shooting on that. Took that deflection, but yeah, beautiful shot. The one before though, oh, how good,
Oh,
how
Ryan
good was,
Hardy,
oh,
goal of
how
the
good was
season
that?
contender
Yeah,
right there. I mean, that's
yeah,
a
that was a
really
beauty.
hard angle. He had to put some whip on that thing, mate.
That for me, that was Mullen-esque, but championship version Mullen-esque. Not
Yeah.
League Two Mullen goal that against Boreham Wood, or it was that type. He made it out of
Mm.
nothing, and what he had 4 players around him and still got a top corner far post. That was a beautiful shot, beautiful strike.
Oh,
So
top bins,
I'm
absolutely top
glad.
bins, man.
I'm glad he
Straight on the
played
postage
90.
stamp.
Yeah, and he played 90, got full 90 minutes, so
Yeah.
that's got to help his fitness, help his confidence, and yeah, we look to see more of him. I
Yeah, we
think I
need we
think
need
he'll
people
start.
with the confidence to score goals like that.
Yeah.
When you've got the confidence to be able to know that you've got enough bend on it, know that you can whip it top corner. I mean, that was a tight angle from the edge of the box too.
Not
Like
just whip it,
that's
but
not an
whip
easy.
it good.
Oh, whip it good.
Get all Devo on me, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
when I saw that, I was just like, man,
Oh,
that's just some goal
well,
that.
that
But
woke the
he
house. That
didn't
was a.
celebrate it. He just ran off.
Mm,
He just oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Maybe he doesn't have a celebration yet. Maybe he doesn't have a standard one that he does. It's a lot of players have
Mm.
their standard, but I guess his first for the club, so his first official because he did score one in Melbourne. Um, but his first, official
Well,
goal for the club. So good on him. More
speaking
to
of
come.
Mullen-esque, do we have a Paul Mullen? Do we have a new Paul Mullen in the group?
Yeah, yeah.
Kiefer Moore. Pretty sure
Ah, you don't think he's a new Palmer? I mean, he's a big mother, isn't he?
he
He's
is massive,
God.
dude.
When he came on next to O'Brien, they were like there must have been a foot and a half between them. Gee,
Oh,
O'Brien's not a big
he's
boy.
huge, but he can score. Now he
Yeah.
did
Oh
score
yeah.
a
Yeah.
brace. Spoiler alert for the previous game, but then he came in off the bench and scored again. So he's scoring consistently.
Yeah.
Do we have a championship version of Paul Mullen in Kiefer Moore? That's my
Uh,
question. Let us know down below what you think.
Let us know if you think we actually have a championship version of Ollie Palmer in Kiefer Moore, and our championship Paul Mullen is Hardy or Smith. I would
Yeah.
go with our champ. Yeah, I would go with that as the comparison because Kiefer's a big boy. He's certainly got a lot more skill than Palmer, but he's still a big boy. He's the big target man. So I would equate him with a championship Ollie, and yeah, for Mullen, Hardy. That goal was very Mullen-esque. So yep, Hardy for Mullen for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I
So
think
start the
could be
fight
good.
down below.
Start the fight down below. Who's the new Paul Mullen. That's going to be the Wrexham roundup question for the week. Who is the new Paul Mullen? Is it Kiefer Moore, or is it Ryan Hardy, or is it Sam Smith? My vote is going for Kiefer Moore.
And who's the new Elliot Lee? And is it still the old
No, there's
Elliot
only one
Lee?
Elliot Lee. There's only one Elliot Lee. Oh dear. But I mean, yeah. Oh, jeez. Anyway, so that was good. We're through to the third round. Our name is in the hat.
For the
Off we
first
go,
time in
marching.
40 years. Ooh,
First time in 40 years. Geez, we're doing a lot of first
41,
times
42.
this year. First time back in the championship in 40 years. First time to the
Yep.
third round of the cup in 40 years. Are we going to go on a cup run? Are we going to go on an FA Cup run as well?
Well, would you prefer a little club or a big club in the next round?
Big, big club. If we're going to
I
go
prefer
out,
the
if we're
little
going to
club.
get knocked out of the Carabao, I want to see it against the big club. So
See,
give us Man
yeah,
United, give us Arsenal, give us Liverpool, give us Man City even. Like
I
just
prefer a small club. We got maybe Port Vale again in the third round, beat them, and then get to another round and see how we go against the Man U's and the Liverpools of the world.
yeah. Well,
But well,
if we're
yeah.
going to bow out, I'd prefer it to be against one of those bigger teams.
Yeah. Oh, Everton away would be a great day. I mean, like, you can just, yeah, they're going to come
Ooh,
in thick and fast. So there's some big opportunities. But yeah, it depends whether, I mean, the match is in mid-September, I think. So it's only 2, 3 weeks away. So we're still going to have players who need time to either gel or minutes in the legs. So I would prefer probably the easiest opposition we could get at
mm,
home, more as another training run, get through to the next round, and then face a big boy, just to give the squad more game opportunity.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, I think
You like
whoever
a
we get,
spanking.
we're going to give it to them. And I
Oh,
like this because this has hopefully ignited our season because
yep,
obviously, we've got two coming off the back of a one loss, one draw, or two losses, one draw.
yeah.
And a win, obviously, in the previous Carabao Cup round, and a win away at Deepdale, which is Preston North End's ground. Um, to go away and pull off a win like that against Preston is something else. I mean, now this is a side that beat Leicester, that
Yep.
really took it to Norwich as well, or Ipswich or something. Yeah, just like they're
And
a solid team.
they only made 6 changes compared to our 11, so they had a much stronger first team in than we did. But their star striker came on what, the 62nd minute and went off on the 64th minute.
Good.
So oh, you would not be a happy chappy if you were their manager.
Mr. Paul Heckingbottom.
Yes,
He
yes,
kind of
yes.
remind me of like a one of my old prep school teachers. I can't remember. It's just got one of those very familiar
Bend
faces.
over, Rousey. Kane. Whack, whack.
I was the last generation that had that too, so I think they got rid
I
of it.
went to I went to uni to learn how to be a teacher, but that was the year they said, no, you can't hit them anymore. And I went, nah, fuck that. So, I want to work with computers. You can hit them.
All right. Well, after the break, guys, we will obviously going to have a quick discussion around the Sheffield Wednesday game and have a look ahead to a really, really juicy one. One of my ones that I've been really looking forward to. So, guys, after the break, be sure to join us. Don't go anywhere. Woo! Oh, yeah, nah, this is Rouseys Wrexham Roundup. She'll be right, mate. So on the weekend, we drew against Sheffield Wednesday, a game that everyone said we should be winning. Also, a game of two halves where
Mm.
we dominated them in the first half, and then the second half we kind of let them in and let them pressure us, which you can't do. Now, look, Sheffield Wednesday are an all right side, even though they are severely hurt and in absolutely up shit creek.
But their first 11 still a very good first 11.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. And they played that. So a draw here, even though we were 2-0 up, I get it feels like a loss,
yeah.
but it wasn't like it at least we've got a clear roadmap of how we've got to move forward.
Get
And
better.
Parky clearly knows this and clearly knows what he needs to work on. There's word is he's bringing in another two, possibly three more players before the end of the window, which is coming up
Mm,
real soon on Monday, I believe.
Monday night our time. Yep.
Yeah, Monday night will be the close of the window. So expect a lot of last minute business going on. It gets hectic in the championship around the close of the window. So,
We're
um,
still any word on a loan? You know, the loans come in late as
yeah, well,
Premier League
Lewis
clubs.
Kumas
So
has gone to fucking Birmingham,
Birmingham, yeah.
uh, but we don't need him.
No, no. Given we got,
Surplus to
I'd much
requirements.
rather. I think he was backup. I'd much
Mm.
rather Doyle
Yeah, I'd
and
much rather.
Doyle and Kikache. And I'm not a huge one for having lone players come in unless there's some exceptional circumstance. I'd much rather buy them, develop them. If they're no good, oh well, ship them off next time you can.
Like a
Rather than
prostitute.
develop somebody else. Yeah, rather than develop somebody else's, player that can then be called back at any time.
What is it? You don't pay for the sex, you pay them to
Well,
leave
that's the thing
afterwards.
with Doyle. With Doyle, um, there's a buyback clause. And so it's a bit
Mm,
like a loan that we've paid for because
not
if the
really.
clauses are
So
met, if the clauses are met, they can buy him
yeah,
back.
it
And
only gives
so
them first
hopefully,
dibs. It doesn't mean they can just
no, no,
randomly come in and
mm,
say, "I'm
mm.
taking the player back. Here's the
No,
money."
not random. No, no, not
No
randomly, but
refunds.
there are conditions. It's not first dibs. That would be first right of refusal. That's what I thought it was, but I got corrected as well and pointed out that no, this is actually a buyback clause that if the clauses are met, then they have the right to buy him back. Now, whether that clause be we make the premiership or he plays 40 games or the clauses is he plays 2 games. Who knows which way the clauses go, whether they are good or bad, but they have, if they're met, they then have the right to buy them back. So, and I'd assume that'd be if we get to the Premiership and he makes it the Champions League or something, then they get the right to buy him back. But yeah,
So
it's
what?
interesting.
So they don't get like if we were ever going to sell him, they don't
That's
get.
what I
I thought that just means they get first dibs.
That's what I thought it meant too, but no, I got pointed out. No, they're two very indistinct, different things. First, right of refusal, which is what I thought it was, the buyback, is that when we sell them, they get first dibs. No, no, no. If conditions are met, and I couldn't tell you what those conditions are, it's like buying a house. There are conditions in a contract. And if those conditions are met, then they have the right to buy them back. So,
Yes, but we could
like
probably
mm.
also name a price.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No
So we
doubt
could
that's
say
probably
you want
already
him
in there.
back, you're going to pay us bloody
Yeah.
60 odd million or
And
whatever.
there's also ways around it. If he plays 42 games, well, okay, he's only going to play 41. We're not going to pick you for the last. But my guess is that if we get to the Premier League and possibly even the Champions League or something, then they have the right. If he gets really good, they have the right to buy him back. Maybe if he gets Player of the Season, but then of course we wouldn't nominate him. So yeah. But yeah, so it's definitely a buyback clause. So if the
Yeah.
clauses are met, they get that right. But we don't know what those clauses are.
Well, there we go. Old wise head.
Mm.
The old wise head, Simon, Mr. Cryptic. Not so
Well, I had to
cryptic.
point it out. Like I say, I was totally
Ex-
wrong and like you,
you,
I thought it was that, but I had to point it out
there you go.
and
New
shown to
segment
me.
each week. Decryptify. We call it decryptify.
De-bullshitting the internet. There you go.
Every week you got to give us an example of that.
I
None of
love
this
him.
weekly poem shit.
Yeah,
Like,
no. But he looks so his forward passes were just beautiful. I'm
mm,
so happy we have him and what 3 years. So yeah,
yeah.
please please just punch to have him on board.
Oh, totally, totally. So
Mm.
we got a Desmond, the old 2-2.
A 2-2,
Uh,
yeah.
1 point on the board, so we're off and running in the
Oh,
championship. And
when we
obviously,
were
so this
when
is
we
my
were
argument previously
yeah,
around we've got a new Mullen is that Kiefer Moore scored a brace in this game in the championship. Very
yeah,
hard to
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
So
And he almost had another, and we almost scored four. Just could have gone so far up in that first half, and it really looked like I was thinking what Coventry did to who was it? Who'd Coventry do it to? 7-1 or
QPR,
something?
they went 7-1.
Oh, I thought we are going to put five past them in that first half, and thought, okay, continue on after half time. But
Mm,
tables turned, we turned to shit. We just sat back. They just killed us, and they could well have won the match, and possibly should have won
mm,
the match. So, in a way, the 2 point that the draw certainly felt like a draw that was a loss. But given we could have lost it on the last kick of the day, it's almost a draw that's a win. And perhaps that's what Parky is needed to be able to give him a bit of a kick up the arse and say, "What the fuck were you doing?" And the attitude that they come out with at half time in against Preston is just perfect. That's what you want to see. You
yeah.
see that, and you don't care what the result is, so long as you're getting that sort of attitude.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, and that's the thing. A thing that's very crystal clear, regardless of whether we win, lose, or draw. These first three games of the championship, we've clearly shown that we belong, which we mentioned
Yep.
in last week's pod, but two, that it's actually going to be okay if we can actually get on top of a few small little things, recruit in the
Injuries.
right areas still. We're going to be great. We are going to be we're going to be a top six team, which means our
I
playoff
can.
prediction might actually come true.
Might come true. Yep, yep. We need
Uh,
these injuries to just stop, please. And yeah, time for them to then gel and just move on because there's a lot of class in that side, and you can see the attacking flair.
yeah, oh, definitely, definitely. And we got to see Nathan Broadhead for the first time as well. So
Surprised he didn't play today, I must admit.
yeah, I think Parky said something about him being a little bit tight in the calf or something.
Oh, another one.
Uh,
Okay.
but it's probably just a precaution.
Yeah,
Probably just a precaution.
yeah.
So,
And
but yeah.
he's looked good as well, but again needs time to gel. But his minutes the other day, yeah, you got
Oh,
to like what he shows as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was obviously Sheffield Wednesday.
Oh, black and gold until they're sold.
Oh, black
There
and
you
gold
go.
until it's
Yeah,
sold.
yeah. So I mean, the
Yes.
fuckers could have bent over and given us the points, but they didn't. But I'm still going to rep black and gold until they're sold. There you go.
In a way, it was probably a good thing that they got the Desmond against us. So, helps them out a little bit.
And
And
gets them above United.
yeah, gets them above United. That's all that matters to them. And hey, I'd prefer Sheffield Wednesday over Sheffield United. So,
Yeah, yeah.
because to this day, Brandon Kane, you bastard, still haven't paid me my $500
Ah,
that
bastard,
you owed me from bloody Wrexham getting promoted from League Two.
bastard. And
You
Billy Sharp
completely welched
crying,
on that
piss
bet.
off. Yeah,
Yep.
piss off,
So
SU. FUSU.
it's a bit in the past that now. It feels like an
Yeah,
age
yeah.
ago, but it was reality. It was only 2 seasons. Though that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy, isn't
Oh,
it? I mean, to think that 2 seasons ago we were in League Two.
yeah, yeah.
It's like what the heck's going on? But oh, we got a good one. We got a good one coming up this weekend. Now,
Mm.
I have been salivating over this. I'll have the tissues next to my bed. I'll be ready for it. I'll just tell you what, Wrexham versus Millwall, Millwall away at the Den. Whoo-wee.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to now. This is going to be juicy. Now, Millwall, for those that are just joining the championship leagues, and that Millwall are an extremely historic club. They also have a movie that was made inspired by them, the Green Street Hooligans, um, which is obviously based around Millwall and where they were at with the old Den back then, which is on Green Street, I believe, from memory. I think it was. But yeah, the Green Street Hooligans, the movie with Charlie Hunnam and Elijah Wood,
Okay.
was made around that whole culture of Millwall's hooligan culture, and it catapulted them into notoriety. I mean, Millwall were always going to be notorious. I mean, they went through
Yeah.
a huge hooligan culture. They try into these days market themselves as a family-friendly club, but make no mistake about it. You go to Millwall away, you're going to know you went to Millwall away. So,
The championships version of Victoria Park when
oh,
when when Collingwood played at Vic Park, and yeah,
what would
you'd
be
be
the
lucky to get out.
championships version of King's Cross then?
Of- oh, okay.
It's a strip
Who are the
joint.
hookers? Yeah, I'm thinking
That's
Birmingham.
that's that's the
I'm
red
thinking
light
Birmingham
district in
City. Yeah,
Sydney.
yeah, yeah. I'm going to go Birmingham City.
Birmingham City.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you,
mean,
you
I can
want to
see
be
Tom
careful
Brady.
what you get from Birmingham City, mate. I tell you
Yeah,
what.
yeah, yeah. You want to check the disease chart and make sure they're all clean and had their shots. That's for sure.
Uh,
Yeah,
you want one of the posh ones, like a fully posh area or something like that. But
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. Let us know down below who is the red light of the championship. I want to know. I want to know. Let's start a debate on that too. We've got lots to talk about in the comments. So, but yeah, no, Millwall away. Oh, it's going to be good. I think
Tough.
I know McLean's going to be up for it.
Yeah.
He's salivating over the fact this one's
Well,
coming.
does he start? I mean, Barney and Longman have both looked the goods, and I'm assuming Kikacho is still a week or two away.
Yeah,
But
Kakache probably won't start, but McLean will. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure
yeah,
McLean will.
yeah, and
Um,
hopefully Doyle behind him.
I want to see that back three of Cluith, Doyle, and obviously in the middle,
Cody, Cody in the
Cody.
middle.
Yeah,
Yep, yep.
I want to see that in action. I want to see that
Our
working.
professionals, Max,
So,
Cody, Doyle. Yep.
Max, Cody, Doyle. Now, Matty James is the interesting one for this one. I don't know if he's where he's
Hmm.
going to fit into versing a side like Millwall because typically Millwall through their second, third, and their defensive mids are very strong, very very strong, and they've recruited quite strongly in that aspect. And
Okay.
I think that they're going to cause us a lot of problems going to Millwall. Millwall away is going to be extremely hard. It's going to be a absolutely visceral atmosphere,
And
and
so, what you'd
you'll see it.
play two defensive mids or Dobson instead of
I wouldn't
James,
want to
who's a
see
bit
us.
quicker, or
I don't really want to see us change up the way we play, um, especially when the side's trying to gel. This
yeah,
is going to
yeah.
be a good test for how the side are going to cope against serious adversity, cauldron-like atmospheres. This will be a really good test. So if we
So, who are your
compete,
midfield three? Who are your midfield three then for Millwall?
oh damn it. I would go with
Remember, there's $500 on the line on this.
I would go so look, obviously you got to go Matty James because there's no one really that covers him. You couldn't put Evans in there. Evans wouldn't work.
No, no.
Um,
I was
Lewis
disappointed with
O'Brien
Evans.
definitely.
Yeah.
And off him I'd probably stick with Dobbo.
Yeah.
You haven't really got many other people that could really step in, I think. I mean, losing Josh Windass was a big loss.
That's why
Um,
you do think there's going to be more coming in because that's that's the limit of our fit midfield, really, isn't it? I mean, you
well,
got
yeah.
Harry and Harry
Well, unless they
Ashfield
pull
and
Broadhead back a bit,
True.
like say instead of they could drop someone back into the defensive mid and bring Broadhead back, and then put Hardy
And more up
and
front.
more up the front.
Mm. So
That could
maybe
work.
Broadhead for Dobbo.
Yeah, it could
But
work.
he certainly played well this morning when he came on. I thought Dobson
Mm,
looked very
yep.
bright. So yeah, it's good to have some selection dilemmas, but there's three or four of the injured midfielders that we could certainly use them coming back. But like Thomason, has anyone actually seen him? Does he exist? You know,
Does he exist? He's hanging around somewhere.
He signed a contract and that was it, apparently. But I mean, Windass is out for another what, 2, 3 weeks, and Rathbone for a while, and
How
Cannon,
long?
yeah,
How long is Rathbone out for? Do you know?
possibly another couple of months. They're saying.
Really? Is that serious?
Mm.
Holy crap!
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
and
we're
the other
really
one,
missing
if we're
him.
moving on a little bit from Millwall, are we moving on from Millwall and having our ad break and then the next lot of discussion?
Yeah, yeah. Let's do that. We've got to give our predictions though. Now,
Oh,
this is going
oh,
to be tough to predict this game,
yeah.
and I've
2-1
got to be
Wrexham.
complete. What's that?
2-1 Wrexham.
2-1 Wrexham.
Yep.
See, I don't. I'm going to get absolutely lambasted for this, but I don't give a shit. It's just me. I don't see Wrexham winning this game. I
Neither
honestly
do I,
don't.
but
I think
mm,
Millwall away is going to be a stretch too far right now. If this would have been a bit further down and we were gelled more,
yeah,
I think I would probably, feel comfortable saying we're going to beat Millwall away. But I just still got a horrible feeling it's not going to go that way. I think it's going to be tight, close, gritty.
oh, sounds like my jocks, mate.
You know what? I'm going to go 2-2.
Oh, another Des.
Another
Okay, another
Desmond.
Desmond. Yeah. Okay, we didn't talk about prediction. Who's going to be the keeper?
Oh, we know it's going to be Danny Ward.
Still Danny? Still
Yeah, it's
Danny?
still
Okay.
Danny.
So
Yeah.
I thought Arthur played quite well today.
I thought he did too. I thought he
Mm,
made some
mm,
crucial saves. I thought he
mm.
played quite well, but don't know if he's quite. And had he had kept a clean sheet, he probably would have made
Yeah, yeah.
a big.
And
But some of those saves were, especially the first one,
yeah.
there was no save in that.
Oh,
Um,
well, he had a beautiful save that he tipped over the bar, Arthur, today
mm,
from a long range shot that saved the game. And you're right, given it is Millwall and the environment that they're going to face, I think he'll be looking for experience at the back. So
yeah,
Danny to play.
I
So
was
you, yeah,
originally thinking 2-1 to Millwall, but then I think we've actually got some decent goal threats.
we do.
So I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Don't shoot me. I think we can go for the Desmond, go for the 2-2, get another point on the board, and then come back next week and try again.
Yeah,
But a win at Millwall away would be an absolute statement. Coventry
wouldn't
just
it?
went there in the Carabao Cup and got thumped. Now, that's a club that just beat QPR 7-1. So,
Yeah, yeah.
um, and I think they're pushing for number two on the ladder still. So, go Coventry. We made that prediction, so could be a good one. All right, well, let's go to a break and then wrap things up and do a bit of shit chat and see how we go. All right, all right. Guys, hang around. We got some good stuff to talk about. Let's go. Oh yeah, nah. This is Rouseys Rex and Roundup. She'll be right, mate. Righto, final friggin' segment of the week. Here we go. Got a lot to talk about. A few players gone out. One of my favourites have gone, and I'm surprised that he's been sold as well. And we're talking about none other than Jack Marriott. He's
Oh,
gone off to Reading. Now that's a really interesting one. Like,
his run at the start of the season was just superb until he got injured, wasn't it? He
mm,
was beating everybody and scoring for for fun. And then broke the leg and that was it. So good luck to
mm.
him.
I reckon, yeah. Good luck to him. Good luck to Jack Marriott.
Yeah.
You go with our sincere best wishes. I hope you absolutely tear it up.
And
But
but
that
I'd
said,
rather Sam Smith. I'd rather Sam Smith. So thank you,
yeah.
Reading.
Yeah, so we took their lead striker off and we gave them back a Jack Marriott. But
Yeah.
Jack Marriott in his day, I reckon, is probably
Mm.
just as good as Sam Smith. So they're very similar type players,
Oh,
I find.
I don't think Jack's scoring that over the shoulder scissor kick goal beauty that put us that Charlton, was it? Blackpool? Charlton.
Yeah, he never really
Heck,
got to show us that though, did
yeah.
he?
No, but
So
Yeah, good luck to him. And he, like I say, he did have a great start to the season before the injury, so hopefully he can recapture that form for Reading in a lower
Mm.
league.
I'm surprised Mendy's still hanging around.
Well,
That's
he's a
different.
Parky favourite. I thought he played okay today. He didn't look totally out of his depth. He didn't do a lot offensively, but he didn't get beat too bad defensively. And he can fill a couple of positions, but I can't imagine him making the 25. Um, but you never know. But I'd be massively surprised if he made the 25.
Yeah, yeah, I would too. But I still think Lee's going to make that 25-man squad.
You're hopeful on that, aren't you? I mean, yeah, I'd be
I
sad to see
really
him
don't want to
go.
look at my phone and see the notification says, "Oh,
Yep.
Elliot Lee is signed for such and such on an undisclosed fee." I mean, I want to know what the undisclosed fee that they paid for Jack Marriott was as well. That would have been interesting
Not a
to
lot,
figure
I
out.
imagine.
Yeah,
I
maybe a
I think
mil.
Lee's versatility may well save him, and I think who we may see go is Jay Rodriguez. I think his ankle injury is worse than they first thought, and he may well be done.
Jeez,
So
kind of forgot about him a bit, didn't we?
exactly, we haven't seen him for ages. So maybe he goes. Who else would we like to lose? Tom O'Connor. You haven't heard much of him recently. Um,
Yeah,
So
yep,
he
Tom
may be another one
O'Connor.
out the door. So, and if you're talking about two or three more coming in, that means 5 to 8 going out because we're already five over,
Well, five
if
to
not
eight
more.
non-registered.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
But surely we're not going to hang around. We're not going to have that many hang around. You can see Ollie possibly trying to, but given he wasn't in the squad after scoring 2 goals, you got to imagine he's getting ready to announce a signing somewhere else.
yeah, yeah, maybe they're just waiting on the parent club that Ollie's going to make the announcement. So
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's either going to be MK Dons or Wimbledon. I'm assuming it's going to be Wimbledon.
You think he'd go plastic Dons?
I don't think he'll go Dons.
I saw I saw a great little one that he'd go to Dorking Wanderers and half buy Dorking Wanderers and be their number one. So that'd be a fun thing. But yeah, I see him going back to Wimbledon, I would have thought.
Yeah,
AFC Wimbledon, not Plastic Dons Wimbledon.
yeah. Who else left us? Who else went out that we're missing? Feel like we're missing someone.
Earlier yeah, Bickerstaff
Oh, Seb
earlier.
Revan.
Sep, oh yes, yes, as
Yeah,
well.
he
Yeah.
just quietly slipped out. No announcement on from the club or anything. There was a response on a post with the club wishing him luck,
He's
but
loaned. He was another loan, was he?
yeah, I think he's gone out
Yeah.
on loan. I think yeah, but
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, weird. That was just a very under the radar sort of move. It was just
And
strange.
having kept Mendy or still having Mendy and not Revan is like, okay, that's an
Mm.
odd way to go. I wouldn't have thought that that'd be the thing. But Parky's got his players and he's keeping Harry, so I'm so pleased about that. That answer that question has been answered.
Yeah, and Harry Ashfield's good, like a very good, versatile player. Like he can play in many different positions. So um, yeah, I'm pretty sure that um, we might see some more beloved names go. Paul
But
Mullen,
not
the Paul
Ellie.
Mullen debate's rearing its head again. Seen this? Bloody online, there's a lot of Wigan fans that aren't too impressed with him at the moment.
Yeah, he scored for them today on the weekend. But yeah, the injuries have cruelled him, haven't it? The back especially. I
Mm,
mean, back surgery is never nice, and missing 2 pre-seasons, and he's lost a yard of pace, and he's getting on in years, and he's had the back. So yeah, I think we got the best out of him, and now it's just the
mm.
graceful decline and
I
how
I
quickly
think
that
it's a
happens.
wake up call more than anything to a lot of the new fans that have joined Wrexham through the documentary with just how tough football is. And then,
Yeah,
you're actually seeing the difference between a full-fledged championship side and what we were last season in League One.
yeah.
Massive difference. If
Oh
what we were last season in League One would not compete with
no,
what we've
no.
got now. You look at your likes of your Kiefer Moores, your Nathan Broadheads, Josh Windass, all those
Yeah.
guys. Like they are just a cut above, and you actually see it in real time on the field every single week. Now they're pushing and they're pushing for something great. Um, and I think they have a really good chance of achieving it. But when you do a comparison of where we were with the players we had, you sort of start to understand why we had to do a complete overhaul. And
But
this
then
was a
you
complete overhaul.
go back to the very start of the doc, the very first series,
Oof.
and those players who then got let go at the end of that season, like the entire coaching staff and what, 18 of the 21 players or something just gone. So, yeah, the turnover has been immense, but at least now we are getting 3-year contracts, young players in. You can see growth. We're not just getting, I mean, you love Mackie, you love Fletcher, but we're not just buying players at that age group anymore to guide us through or get us out of the lower leagues. We are buying for the future.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Definitely buying for the future. We need
Hmm.
to. We need to. And I think we are in good stead. I
Yes.
think we've got a very interesting couple of games. Let's actually have a quick look at the games coming up, hey? Let's fill everyone in. Let's get the old game calendar up for me. Um, okay, so coming up, we have so obviously Millwall away. We all know about that. We've just
Yep.
spoken about that. But then we got QPR.
Oh,
So
at home?
QPR should be a very winnable game.
Is
That
that
one.
home or away?
That's at home.
Oh, you'd
Yeah.
want to be winning that one given their form.
Yeah. So there's a bit of a break. I think there's a week or two's break between Millwall and QPR because of the
There's
international break.
international break. Yeah.
And then we got Norwich City away and then Derby County at home. And that sees out our September. So not a terribly too scary September.
And
Uh,
the third round, we got the third round of the Pizza Cup too. The
yes.
Carabao. So yeah,
Yeah, which is yet to be announced though. So, table wise, currently Stoke City on top. Marky Robbins doing a number. Undefeated Stoke
oof,
City. I did not see that one
no,
coming. Normally Marky Robbins sides have started off terribly slow, and yeah, it's that's just insane. So Stoke City on top, undefeated. Then you got Middlesbrough, and then you got Coventry. So none, none of the parachute payment teams
no,
are in the top six.
not even top six.
Not
Okay,
even top
wow,
six.
yeah.
So
This is such an even championship this year with only three parachute payment clubs and one or two. Have we heard about the points yet for Leicester? We still
uh,
haven't heard about
there
that, have
has
we?
been some movement there, but I don't think it's been finalised just yet. But Leicester City currently sitting in seventh, Millwall currently in eighth. Um, so of the parachute payment teams, Ipswich are just above us in 18th,
Yeah.
and Norwich City are in 17th, and Sheffield United are dead last. They can't even buy a win at this stage.
No.
They have some shocking form. So
And I'd picked
currently,
them to finish very high up.
yeah,
So,
your relegation teams at the moment, QPR, Oxford, and
yep.
Sheffield United. Now, what
Mm,
the heck? I did not see Sheffield United down that far. Charlton are
no.
above us, and
Early doors. Early doors.
Swansea are above us. So if Swansea lose this weekend and we win, we can actually jump above them
Best
into
team
the
in
top.
Wales.
We can actually jump into the top 10.
Yeah, it's going to be a very close championship. Go on a run of a couple of wins and you're going to move up, and a run of a couple of losses and you're going to move down. So I am, I said just before Moore scored in the dying seconds of today's match, or the dying minutes of today's match, that at 2-2, and I was very happy with the outcome. No matter what happened, I thought it was going to penalty shootouts just because of the intensity that they played with in the second half. And I can just see, I'm just happy again for the season ahead. That second half against Wednesday was just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. So,
Mm.
yeah, everyone walked away feeling down. So, yeah, we put in a little bit of a good show in the first half against Preston North End, but that second half we just
And it's literally
camped
like
her
torture,
thoroughly.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you think you never want to leave a Wrexham game early. The whole ethos around Wrexham is you never leave a Wrexham game early, but then you don't leave early and you suffer a loss. Then you just kind of like, well,
And
fuck.
not just a loss, but that second half effort was not good.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I don't mind losing that. Hence that 2-2, the way we had played, I wouldn't have mind. Yeah, I wouldn't have been disappointed if we'd lost that on penalties this morning.
We
I
just
just would have
needed
been
someone
happy.
to shut down Barry Bannon a little bit, that's all.
Yeah, not to shut him down. Like, what happened to the old elbow at the back of the head or something? Just take the fucker out. Just, give him a good old proper Aussie rules hip and shoulder right down the break a
Give him a
rib or
bit of
two
how's
on
your
him.
father.
Yeah. Show him a picture of Elliot Lee. You go, whoa, okay.
Oh dear, dear, oh dear. Well, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up. We will be back next week, early episode next week because there's no midweek game. So, if you are watching this one, it's probably Thursday or Friday. I'm probably going to try and get this out on a Thursday. But I just want to give a quick shout out to our Patreons.
Yes.
These guys obviously, support the show. The money goes towards supporting the show, helping me and Simon out, getting this there,
New
and also
cameras
getting us to Wrexham.
goes to wonderful new cameras like this above here. So thank you very much.
Yes, yes. So, for that, we do have multiple tiers on Patreon. Links are in the description down below. But what do we get for this? What do we get for being a Patreon member? Simon,
Pictures of
what
feet.
do we get?
Pictures of feet. I'm
Pictures of
sure there's
feet.
pictures of feet somewhere. Or was that the OnlyFans? That's probably the OnlyFans.
No. Oh,
No,
oh, no.
secret channel, that one.
Yeah, yeah, but no, we okay. So you get access to a fans only Discord, which is exclusive and has obviously access to myself and Simon. It gets you early
And
access every single week to the podcast itself, so you get the podcast a full day early. And you get discount off the merch store when the new merch store is up, and shout
with
outs
the
every
new with the new
with the new
logo.
logo.
With the new
Woo!
logo.
And yeah, and obviously, if you're executive producers, the new tier with that is so twice a year you're going to get a piece of merch for free, one high value piece of merch and then one just normal standard one.
One cheap
So
ass bit. So one good bit, one cheap
one,
ass bit.
one good expensive one, one cheap ass one. But our executive producers, they also can tell us and boss us about a bit, which I don't mind. Turns me on. So our executive producers, top tier, Mad Owl, not PC, Bryant, Welsh Techie, Sarah, and Anthony, we love you very much. Thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for being a executive producer to the show. And then our regs, which we still love. Drew, Ben, Vicente, Ryan, Neb, Deandra, John, Jake, the Wrexham Texan, Will, Aaron, and Josh from the local pundit who has the man flu right now.
Oh,
Rest up, dude.
get better soon. Get better. Yeah, nothing
We
worse than
thank
man flu.
Yeah, we thank you guys for being a part of that. And if you want to be part of that too, link is in the description down below. Come join us. And you'll get a personal email from me too.
With that picture. No, no,
Well,
no.
if you join up and you pay $9.99 and you use the code Rousey Nude, we'll send you a nude picture. All right.
Do it, don't do
It'll be a questionable nude picture. It'll be something like me, with like
it. Don't give too much away. Don't leave it to their imagination, Rousey.
that.
They're all
Oh
picturing
dear.
it now.
There we go. There we go. So sign up, use the code Rousey Nude and pay an extra $10. I'm selling me dick for $10. Jesus
But
Christ.
moving on. Thank you all. Up to town with
Up
Rouseys all. No.
up the town and up your bum. Say hi to your mum for me, guys. We will see you on the next Wrexham roundup. I'm Rousey. That is
I'm
cryptic.
cryptic.
Bye. Woo.